back to the King Kong review series, and today we'll be taking a look at a filmmaker's passion to bring the legendary story of Kong to life with lower, if not higher quality results with Sam Week's production of King Kong. So, let's take a look. The film opens with symbolic footage of chimpanzees as we surprisingly already cut to some gorgeous shots of Skull Island in 1929, as it acts as a retelling with a British Carl Denham and his crew of mischiefs filming an off-screen screen test of Anne as she is suddenly captured by a mysterious monster. The crew venture off into the jungles to save her, encountering a variety of dinosaurs. The crew end up on the log bridge as the unseen Kong shakes them off the bridge into the chasm below as they are attacked by giant spiders. But then Captain Inglehorn arrives and saves them from their demise. However, the rest of the story is left for the viewer to visualize as we see flashes of the story we all know and love.
'Twas beauty that killed the beast.
Okay, now most of you might be thinking that this movie seems only about a quarter done and not worth the time discussing. But in my opinion, out of all the King Kong fan films, this one holds the record as the most impressively shot out of the bunch. First off, the scope of the widescreen is spectacular and the cinematography is brilliant. In some respects, I feel like as if the filmmakers took note from the story of the Cinerama Kong remake that Merian C. Cooper was gonna make but never got off the ground. But it does show that a Kong film done on this scale can end up being pretty damn impressive. Also, the actors do pretty well, reminding me a lot of what the potential for a Hammer Kong film could have been. So it's pretty clear that these young filmmakers did their homework on the history. The best character in the piece is Carl Denham, who's played off as a complete snooty scumbag, and I gotta give major props to the actor portraying him.
That doesn't matter. I have a film to shoot. And you gentlemen need to realize what place you're in. You work for me.
As for the director, this wasn't the first time Sam Weeks tried to remake King Kong. Earlier in 2013, he did a first attempt at a young age with a few friends in his local school using the same locations. And while it's not a complete film, it's a decent attempt for the first try. But overall, the second attempt has much better results, and while the CGI is just stock effects off YouTube, it's used pretty effectively. Now, since discovering this film, Sam Weeks' YouTube channel and the films themselves seem to have gone missing, which is a shame given the young filmmaker has some great potential. Honestly, this second try remaking King Kong is a fascinating attempt filled with a fun version of Denham, some passable CG, and beautiful locations, and overall has the best cinematography out of all the fan films. If it happens to swing back into the jungles of YouTube, I'd say it's definitely worth a second glance, coming in at a good 9 out of 10. Now granted, while this film feels unfinished, the next film from more recently feels a little more unclean, but overall tells the full story. So tune in next time when we take a look at the 2017 production produced by Storm Studios. So stay tuned.